today I'm doing my mom's roast chicken and rice. It's chicken on top of some rice, and the fat of the chicken will drip down into the rice. I later learned that it's very similar to Macedonian chicken, but I don't know the recipe for that, and I call it my mom's chicken and rice. So it's pretty simple, and it's just a concept more than a recipe. So let's quickly have a look. So I'm doing one chicken, and I'm going to do 2 cups of rice for that. So the first step in that process would be to wash the rice. Oops. So just a little bit of water for the first wash. We're in Cape Town where we had a drought, so we learned to wash rice with very little. So just a little bit of that, a little bit of agitation will get a lot of the starch out. And I'm pouring it into the sieve. So you get some really dirty, starchy water out. Do it a couple of times. Okay, and this is number 4. You can see it's a little bit cloudy, but it's not too bad, and we don't have to, we're not aiming for perfectly fluffy rice. The whole enjoyment of this is the sticky, fatty rice. So we're not that concerned with the fact that there's still a little bit of starch left. I'm gonna pour that off. And then pop that into, this is quite a nice non-stick roasting tray. So let the rice drain a bit. So this will be ideal because it's going to it's going to crisp up against the sides and the bottom, which is exactly what we want. So the amounts for this recipe, for the amount of liquid in this recipe, is a little bit unsure, because the roasting tray is quite big. We're going to lose quite a bit of moisture, and usually for 2 cups of rice I would use 3 cups of water, but that's if it's in a closed environment. Today I'm going to use 4 and then adjust if it's needed. Here I have, this is 3 cups of stock. It's actually a ramen stock, a chicken ramen stock, or chicken ramen broth, which will work perfectly. It's no issue. I've heated it a little bit just to get this thing going, so that the rice gets going in the oven quickly. And then I'm going to add 2 more cups of water. Sorry, I said 2. I'm adding 1 more cup of water to make it a total of 4 cups water, 2 cups rice. And a touch of salt. And this is, I just took some dried onion, dried garlic, and added some water. This is about 2 tablespoons of onion flakes and a half a tablespoon of garlic. It's not compulsory, but it does make it quite nice. Then a normal roasting rack is often very close to the bottom of the tray, so I'm not using that, also because I don't own one. I'm just using a little, what do you call these?
Cooling rack.
A cooling rack. It doesn't fit well like that. It fits quite well like that, so it looks a bit odd, but it does the job. Get a chicken. I'm gonna just salt it on the outside quite liberally. On the inside, this is the boring stuff. Oops. So I salted the chicken. I'll edit that out. And I just want to put a bit of oil to help it crisp up a little. We want a lot of this chicken fat to to render and drip down into this ricey goodness. Okay, I just want to do something here before we put this in. I want to even this out.
I thought I should ask you to please stir it because it was offending me that it wasn't stirred, but I thought, well, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I forgot to do this earlier, so I'm doing it now. Okay.
All those OCD people out there.
Yeah. Okay. You're welcome. I preheated the oven to quite high, 220 degrees Celsius. That's very high. It will cook the chicken quite quickly, in about an hour, maybe a bit less. I'm just trying to compensate for the steam coming off. We'll check in about 50 minutes and then see if we need a bit longer. I'll also check the rice for water. Cool. Okay, so we are now just over 30 minutes in. You can see the chicken is browning nicely. The rice has expanded a bit. It's getting quite dry, and it looks like quite a lot. Yeah. So I am doing this amount also because I want some leftovers. Have a look here in the middle. You can see there's still a bit of blood, so it's not ready. The rice has filled up nicely, expanded nicely, but I am going to add a little bit more water because it is drying out and we still have another couple of minutes to go. I'm just gonna add half a cup of boiling water. This is a little bit more than half a cup. Even if it's overcooked, it's going to be delicious. So that's all okay. It's quite a forgiving recipe. Cool.
There's the butternut and the oven as well.
Oh, more so. Okay. Cool. What are you doing? Okay. There we go. So the chicken is out. The rice is ready. There's no moisture down there. It's starting to stick, which is exactly what we want. I might even, while the chicken rests for 5 minutes, I'll put the rice back in to get it a little bit more crispy. But the chicken is ready. It's not red anymore, so it's ready. Fabulous. So it's come out of the oven. It's a bit overcooked. Whoa, but it's nice and crispy, fatty, stodgy, and delicious. Whoa, flip. Hey. Final product: chicken, rice, butternut, and burnt broccoli. I cooked the rice a bit longer and got the edges off all those lovely crispy bits. Enjoy.